Most applications circular loop antenna is used. So this is a circular, commercially available a circular antenna, and this is a square loop antenna. So which we are using these antenna for the direction finding applications. Direction finding applications. And if you take so many wounds of the loop antenna, so this is the wound, suppose this is a helical antenna. Here what we are doing is we are taking the so many loops like this, or wounds, number of turns of wounds. So it is called as a helical antenna. Helical antenna. So based on the width of this wire, width of this wound, there are two types of modes are there. One is the normal mode and the second one is the axial mode. In the normal mode, so it will act as a dipole antenna or a straight wire principle it will doing, and if it is a if your wound is very high, or that means the wound is very low, then it will act as a axial antenna. So the polarization in the normal mode is linear polarization, and in the polarization in the axial mode is circular polarization. So this is also a monopole antenna, because here one of the wire is given to the ground. Next antenna is aperture antenna. So these aperture antennas are used in the microwave applications, and also we are using these antennas in the aircraft applications, spacecraft applications, and also these antennas can be mounted on a flush mounted antennas. The basic antennas which we are using in this aperture antennas are horn antennas or waveguide antennas. So in the dipoles, what we are doing is we are giving directly excitation to the wire directly, but in the aperture antennas the excitation is given to the waveguide. So in this waveguide there is one end it is opened and another end is it is closed. So from this we give the supply, from this the electron, the current will move from this, and this is the region which we are called, this is as a antenna. This is a transition region, so which is called as a antenna. So here there are two types of antennas are there. One is the waveguide fed horn antenna and second one is the horn antenna. And these are the some of the available antennas. So they are fabricated antenna. This is corrugated horn antenna, and this is the microwave fed waveguide fed horn antenna. And next one is the reflector antennas. So what is the reflector antenna? Reflector antennas, suppose daily we are using this antenna in our home, because our dish antenna is our waveguide antenna. So in this the waveguide antennas, there are two antennas are there. One is the primary antenna and second one is the secondary antenna. So in the primary antenna, so these antennas are passive devices, passive antennas. These antennas are passive antennas. These are the passive antennas or reflector antenna. This is passive antenna, and this is active antenna. So these are just passive ones. So they can't, if you are giving any feed from this active only, they will work. Otherwise they can't work. They are just a passive structures. So good example for this one is parabolic reflector antenna or dish antenna, and there are other type is corner reflector antenna and flat type antennas. So we are used for these antenna for the high gain applications. So usually in radio astronomy and microwave application and satellite applications. Next, lens antenna. So in the lens antenna, so it is also looking like a parabolic reflector antenna, but only difference between the lens antenna and the parabolic reflector antenna is this is also it requires one feed to excite. So it is also a passive structure, but in place of dielectric, here lens is used as a dielectric. Here we are not using any dielectric one, here we are using a lens antenna. And so there are so many structures are there in this lens antenna. One is convex plane. So this is a convex structure and this is a plane structure. So what is the principle in the lens antenna is whatever collimated rays are there. So once they hit this lens, so they are become the plane wave front. So collimated rays will come to plane wave front. And next one is the convex. So once the convex shape means some angular shape. So convex. This is also in the transmitter and receiver side. Both side will be a convex. That means circular shape. And third one is the convex concave. So in the convex shape is somewhat this one, and convex concave also like the same convex way. So these are the different shapes of lens antenna, and these are mainly used for high frequency applications. And next antenna, the most important antenna nowadays, very popular antennas are microstrip antennas. So in this microstrip antenna, see this is the microstrip antenna which it is designed. So here there is a ground plane is there. On that ground plane, so there is a fabricated dielectric patch is there. The patch, this is the feed and this is the patch with some length W and width and length W and L. So in most of the applications nowadays, all the applications are done on the microstrip antennas, and these are used in aircraft applications, spacecraft applications, and satellite applications, and missile applications, and cars and mobile phones. So in this shape, here it is a rectangular shape, but we can use this patch as any shape, circular, or we can use the triangular shape, or semicircular shape, or annual ring shape, or square ring. Any type of shapes we can use. And finally, another antenna type is array antenna. So why we are going for the array antennas? So the major disadvantage of a single wire antenna is its directivity is very low and its beam is very broader. So these broad beams are not suitable for the point-to-point communication application. So to improve the gain, if you improve the gain, directivity also improved and beam becomes narrow. So how we can improve this gain? There are two ways to improve the gain. One is the increase the size of the antenna or increase the number of symmetrical elements. That is called array. Array is a identical elements. The output of that means the total field vector of an array antenna is summation of all the similar elements. So here there are few examples for array antennas are Yagi-Uda antenna. So which is previously we used as a dish antenna for our house tops. So in this Yagi-Uda array, so this is driven element or feed element, and this is reflector, and these are the directors. So see this here, more than 10 elements are there. So the radiation pattern of Yagi-Uda array is so in this direction only. So to improve this direction, so this is the radiation pattern of a Yagi-Uda array. So as soon as your number of elements are increasing, this beam becomes more narrower. So if the beam is more narrower, so your gain is very high and directivity is also improved. And this is a simple microstrip patch antenna with 4x4 array, 4x4 microstrip patch antenna, and this is operated at 10.3 GHz frequency. And also this is a slotted waveguide array. So these slotted waveguide arrays are used for the high frequency applications and as well as the microwave applications. So these antennas are used for high gain applications with advantage of and controllable radiation patterns. And another